So, it took me a tiny bit longer than anticipated to get this started, entirely because I was having issues with the messenger. It seemed like it didn't want to do game capture. And then it seemed like it didn't want to do window capture, but I was still getting some of it. And that turned out to be a screw up entirely on my end. So, let's play. Obviously, I have not played any of this. That is convenient. I've had as background audio streams of this from I think it was probably Smite and Vicus. Okay, that's not too bad. So I'm definitely going to be screwing that up a whole bunch. I'm not real sure if there's a button set that would make that easier, for me anyway. So of course we're going to be playing as the regular generic idiot. Whose specialty is just not dying. That music is fantastic though. At least somebody's gonna get saved by the Western hero. Armafizel. Okay, so the name of the messenger is literal. And to a certain extent, it makes sense to use ninjas for messengers. Oh, I just realized something. My microphone was probably a little bit further away from my mouth, so I was probably being very inconsistent as far as audio goes. It sounded real nice. I was not aware that the pixel art looked so good. Part of that, I suspect, is... I think a lot of the streams I was watching had it on the Lanczos filter. I was noticing quite a bit of visual difference using point filtering, which tries to be pixel perfect. Well, I thought that was a pit. Not that it makes a difference since I'm being awful. And everything here seems to be having a static pattern, and I'm still getting hit. At least the controls are making a bit of sense. I guess we need to go in here. I'm guessing this is where we get our additional abilities. But it's clearly a wardrobe. So we actually already have a little bit of the upgrade currency. Good to know that that's what that is for. That is probably going to be, these are probably going to be necessary eventually. But I think right now, HP is going to be the most useful, since I tend to be very bad at video games, especially action games. Ninja John Gaiden, huh? Also, I think the major thing that is slightly bugging me is just how different the styles are for these portraits. Yeah, that story was pretty crappy. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and it's actually set up to make that pretty easy. Oh. And if I'd waited, I could have grabbed another upgrade. Or a different upgrade, I guess I should say. Interesting, enemies respawn as soon as they're off screen. And enemies are kinda inconsistent as to which give currency and which don't. Oh, another shop. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I guess there's a top thing if there's a shop. Still a save point. Ah. That is actually a really good effect for the music. Super glad we don't have a breath bar. Although I suppose that wouldn't fit with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles inspired. Oh, and we can just hold the jump button. That is actually pretty nice. This is the most pleasant water level I can remember being in a video game. I don't doubt that they will eventually be ones that really suck, but right now, I have no complaints. Well, no complaints other than me being bad at the control scheme. And we can spend those, which is always nice. I'm wondering what this cauldron and ball are for, but... like, I'm assuming that open book is eventually lore-related. But again, I don't actually know. Oh, and by having the, by having the energy bar not show up until we had an attack that used it, helps make it a bit more obvious that that's what it's for. Might have a little coin. I was considering letting him live, but greed got the better of me. Yeah, that's... and that's a full heal. That's also nice. Nice job killing yourself there, demon. Nice job killing yourself there, Larisha. assuming those guys are one hit. Oh, this is pretty dangerous. I assume the pit is death. Oh. I think I do want to kill that little guy. Just because he might drop one of those. And I've not yet seen if those respawn or not. This little tutorial section's working really well. Not actually sure which way we should have gone from there, but I mean, likely they meet up and it's just supposed to show you that there are branching paths. Having that upgrade actually makes that enemy significantly easier to deal with. That's always nice. Oh. Of course, one of the things I'm noticing is that the costs quickly ramp up. Wow. I mean, that does seem like it will be a powerful defensive thing, especially once we get more HP, but that is really dang expensive. And boss is on foot. So, that was not near as bad as I was anticipating. I think part of this is my expectation ultimately is more Ninja Gaiden than it has really ended up being. And it's not that I'm good at Ninja Gaiden or anything, I'm awful at Ninja Gaiden. So I missed something back there. And I can't go back to get it. Okay. I don't have enough to do anything here, so I'll just see if there's more chat options. Okay. Okay, so there will be a pit that I will almost assuredly fall into. is a better story than the normal one. I suspect that that's the pit that we are going to fall into. And I suspect that that's the pit oh, there is actually another way up here. I guess these are just, like the currency reservoirs. And yet I still don't think this gives us enough to do anything. Yeah, we're 23 short there. Okay. Well, we'll get to find out what happens when we, die, I figure. Yep. Oh, so it wasn't death. So they just have ironic names. I'm going to assume. Okay, so... okay. Since I've not really been using the shurikens, that's not of that much use, but... we get to meet the boss. Movement in this does feel very good. I suspect that is poison water. And I got very lucky there. Okay, got killed there. Get to see what happens when we die. Well, that's not any impact on me, so... I do wonder how much he takes, but it's better than dying. For whatever reason, I was expecting it to be like a percentage, and I would still get like 1 out of every 10 or something. And by just hitting both at the same time, we can apparently do that freely. That's good to know. much better than trying to time it like I had been doing. If I had just done that, that would have been nice and easy. I wouldn't even need to see the dying cutscene yet. I think this is going to be the more useful one. And since I'm pretty close to it, I'll just put up with not having... Because it's once we hit 200. And I could go back, but that would likely just be a waste of time. I think I missed something of this sort in the first area. I have no idea what this is. I assume it's like some of the tokens in like Celeste. Okay, well I already missed one, so chances are I can't get all of them, or at least can't get all of them without whatever backtracking eventually unlocks. Oh, and I guess this would be where the, well, it might be where the dash would come in handy. It is... Oops. These aren't too difficult yet. Man, that's a mean trap there. Also, that has a pretty friendly area of effect. Your slash. I was hoping for help. I'm not even the most observant, and that one seemed pretty obvious. I don't like not seeing what's down there. Okay. Whatever it is, I can't scroll it, so... Oh, actually, I'm already at max health. I don't even know when I picked up a health refill. Probably something like that, though. And the wall jumping feels real good in this. Just basically every part of the movement feels pretty darn nice. I think part of that is every move I have so far has been spammable. In the right circumstance, anyway. Okay, so will we be fighting you here? This doesn't... Okay, no, it's just... And I can hear my dog barking outside. That means that somebody let her out, so I don't have to worry about it. This is my surprised face. Okay, so we have to make it through a few of those rooms again. This one's... really? Oh, that's probably where I got the help. Need to be a little bit more careful, but it's really not that big of a deal. I wish hitting up had some kind of animation. Oh. Okay, so we have a better attack radius up than down. Down does not actually cover us. Good to find out now. And there goes whatever the hell his name is. I don't know if we can break those. Could break those if we had the swim dash upgrade. Also, the quick respawning is pretty annoying. Don't appear to be able to skip these. Had some trouble with that one. Not even important, if I'm being honest. I wanted what was in there. jump on this and then duck. And I was pretty close to still getting hit. Okay. That wasn't anywhere near as difficult as I was expecting. I was thinking there was something up there. I mean, my real expectation for what those power seals unlock based off the name is it's the same thing as like Illusion of Gaia. And they unlock a boss. Have a firm grasp on the hitbox of our weapon yet. That's health. That's a crusher. And it's a lot more loosely timed than I was anticipating. That's me not paying enough attention. And you can probably hear me button mashing. This is gonna be... okay, no, so it's not a, the second one on the right will be that. Yeah, so this is going to be a boss. Okay, so maybe that orb doesn't do anything. That looks really nice. Because it puts a lower limit on basically everything. And, I mean, if Saga... oh, there's more chat. If Saga Frontier 2 has taught me anything, it's that having lower limits on your abilities is very, very good. Very, very useful. Also, I don't think we were given this guy's name, or if we were, I wasn't paying attention. I'll grab that just so I don't have to come back for it later. Since I suspect that can break underwater blocks. Is it a teddy bear? Are we fighting a necromantic teddy bear? An undead necromancer that's also a teddy bear. Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, so I'm not entirely certain how we're supposed to dodge that. Well, this one's definitely not going to go well for us. But I can at least try to learn more patterns. Yeah, should have just charged while, oh man, not having full health will make this more difficult. I do like having the little demon run off. Oh. I missed that it didn't go through here. Well, that one's apparently dangerous if you're too close to block it. But aside from that, none of those were particularly dangerous. I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. Makes sense. Thank you, Teddy Ruxpin. I'll step back here to get a save. Oh. I'm a moron. I could have entered that with full health. That's fine, it was unnecessary. I went around because it was an option. Okay, so I'm already having trouble seeing stuff here. This bodes poorly. The contrast here is rough. Although it's not as bad as it looked on first glance. But that's not. And we don't actually have money for this, so. I assume that down isn't a real path. But I could be wrong. I hope there's an upgrade to increase the vertical part of your attack. I don't expect there to really be one, but this is not as bad as I expected because of the whole, you can just hit both buttons at once. We just need to go up here. This seems to have actually a few routes available. We still don't have the money to do anything, but I did forget to come here and chat. They're currencies of some kind. Some away from our next upgrade. Based on what I've seen for that right now, that does not seem like it will be necessary for a bit. Not because I'm not dying, but because the fee doesn't seem too exorbitant, and there are a lot of, at least a reasonable amount. Whoop. I say dying instantly. A reasonable amount of these drops. Although I think I've timed them out more than I've actually gotten everything. So who knows on that one? I did mention not being good at games. I'm gonna see what's to the left, since I there was a path I skipped that way. I'm gonna die before I get there. Oh, I see. Looks like those things... Okay, so we can't do anything here. I was hoping to time Porble out. Oh, but we can jump up this side. To nowhere. Okay. So eventually, I assume we'll be able to open those doors. In the meantime, it's probably a good thing we know how to fight those. Have the stuff to get one of the upgrades. I figure once we unlock all of these upgrades, we'll probably get another tree, or at least that's my assumption. Either that or the game is shorter than I'm dumb than I thought it was. I guess this is supposed to be the tutorial. Oh, we can attack those as well. So it looks like you can short that one. By something looked like it was going off on my... going incorrect on OBS, I should say. But I think OBS itself was just having a graphical hiccup. Also, that blue in the background looks really odd. Those things are way harder to hit than I was anticipating. So that's the way forward. Yeah, we can't do anything down there. I don't get the reason for the muting there. And I think that gives... yeah, I don't... That's weird, it's like we're underwater there. Or at least that's what the sound effects are kind of seeming to make it sound like. That's reasonably powerful. Of course, we can't get that until we get both, so... Okay, so... will we fight a boss, or will we just get killed? Because it'll bug the hell out of me if I don't go and check and see if we could potentially have reached it. Also, if that is as annoying for everybody else as it is for me, I apologize. That it just sounds very much like static. And now there is no audio. Oh, there's the sound effects, but there's no music. Huh. Even with them saying that it was a bossless area, that's still a bit of a surprise. Okay, so we need some type of upgrade. What's up with the bird? Squirrel clan? What are we now going to be a flying squirrel? Oh. Oh yeah, there's story to learn. I mean, the other two games I'm streaming right now are RPGs. Why wouldn't I be here for story? Okay, admittedly, one of them is a Gundam RPG and does not really have much of a story, but... Okay, so 320 is our next upgrade, maybe? 150 is our next upgrade. Now I'm starting to regret having got the last upgrade. Also, if we had this before, we could have gotten the into that one area. Oh, but I suspect that windsuit attack upgrade is going to be very useful. Very soon. Damn. Controller's functioning fine. Person holding the controller? That's arguable. I guess I should say that's debatable. Oh, that didn't even take that many, coins. Tokens. Whatever the hell they're called. Okay, so the wingsuit actually makes that a bit more difficult. That's, annoying. Okay, so I assume this is a big fuck you, you should have gotten the damn, wingsuit attack upgrade. Thing. Oh hey, the enemies having stuff is apparently entirely random. Oh, we can't go down. I saw water and wanted to test out my new upgrade. So, especially since we don't have that wingsuit attack upgrade, I am getting real annoyed by the wingsuit going off. Also, I don't yet know if there's a tell for instant death pits, so I'm being cautious around all of them. That's interesting that the enemies can run off screen that way. I also like that this is letting us know that the spikes fall nice and slow. Okay, so a save point with A that we... Oh yeah, we have the money to get the attack now. Oh, and I would have needed the underwater dash anyway to get it. That's useful to know. Okay, that sounds really weird when you just get it for a second. And those have a weird death fray. Yeah. Sometimes difficult to see what is and isn't something you can walk through. Okay, wingsuit having an attack not as beneficial to making this. Easy as I was expecting. Case in point. It's so weird that it's just the way it works. I guess that was easy. Because sometimes when you yeah, it automatically propels you up a little bit, in addition to refreshing the jump. That's nice. What are those glowing blocks? Are they even meaningful? Oh, that's not So I am complaining quite a bit about the relatively minor changes for how you do stuff after you get the wingsuit, but I think part of that is mostly just related to the fact that I'm not used to doing a whole bunch of stuff with just 2 buttons. Well, 3 buttons, really. But I hardly ever use the shurikens anyway. So I'm expecting this to take at least 2 tries. Probably more like 3. Okay. Well, I think that is going to be it for me for this time. It was a short one, but my thumb's starting to hurt because I don't normally play games that I am doing things by mashing, whether mashing is intended or not, which I don't think it really is in this case. But I will be back with MS Saga tomorrow. I missed it yesterday because I was redoing a scenario and grinding stuff out in Saga Frontier 2. But I will leave you wherever AutoHost sends you.